Hi everyone, this is iflowboy. Sorry, I've had some audio issues for the last 3 videos that I've made, but the very last one I made, which only went for a minute, was where I corrected the audio and it was a test. I've got a new pair of headsets, and also I've only had the PS5 now for 2.5 weeks, I think. And so I wasn't quite au fait with the settings, so I apologise for the 2 previous YouTube videos, although some of you may think it's a blessing in disguise that you can't hear my voice. Anyway, I am iflowboy, and welcome to another video on WHARPED Drive, my YouTube channel, and I hope wherever you are you're having a great day. What I'm going to do now is a video basically covering my Mustang liveries. Now, I did tell a colleague of mine that I would do this a couple of weeks back, but I haven't done it. But given that I've just finished Rob's Mustang, his Mach 1 Mustang livery, I thought, why not do it now? So what I'm going to do is do it in 2 ways. The first way is I'm going to lead off with Rob's Mustang. It makes perfect sense to do that. And you'll see in a minute when I go into the livery editor and into preview mode, and I apologise that the way that Polyphony have created Gran Turismo 7, that it is a bit more of a journey to get a livery into view in preview mode, which I think is the best way of viewing the car. In fact, I'll move it to outdoor mode as well, just so that it's more reflective. But I'm going to show you all the Mustangs, and I'm kicking off with this one because I've only just finished this literally in the last hour. This belongs to Rob, a friend of mine, who I met yesterday, and this is exactly how his car looks, except for those decals there. I put them on just to show Rob, to give him the idea of what you might do to further enhance the car, but I am going to take them off so that it is in fact an accurate replica of Rob's car. But if you discount those and also discount the fact that this rear spoiler, which is a deck flap spoiler, that's what I call it, is not correct, but in the game I cannot do the dual post low black traditional rear wing that Rob has on his car. So if you forgive me for that and for those C-pillar decals, otherwise this car, and the 351 number there that I've put on it. Apart from that, this car is an exact replica of Rob's car. Mach 1 Mustang, obviously. I took it round in not the previous video, but the one before that, which I did today earlier. I took it round a track at Tokyo just to give Rob a bit of an idea, and I was talking away, telling Rob lots of things about the game and the settings and the views and how his car was behaving. Rob, for your benefit, I'll just do a quick recap. It understeered a little bit, but otherwise the car was really stable. I was quite surprised considering it's on comfort medium tyres, which are, I guess, the middle kind of spec road tyres in terms of their grip performance. But the car had really good manners. I really had to throw it into a corner and get off the throttle at the same time to evoke any sort of oversteer. The problem with doing that in the game with the steering wheel is that the steering wheel speed in the game isn't very fast, and so having accuracy to do drifting with a wheel isn't that easy. Certainly it's a lot easier with a controller. So anyway, so that's Rob's Mach 1 Mustang, and it looks really nice in real life, I have to say. Yesterday when we were at this Peninsula Motor Fest, it really looked fantastic. So I hope he's happy with it, and maybe we might have even got him to a point where he wants to go and get himself a PlayStation and start playing the game with us. That'd be great too, but no pressure, Rob. Okay, let's jump out of Rob's car now. So as I said, I apologise that I'm going to be jumping from the livery editor to the garage. That's just the way I have to do it. And I apologise also that the music ramps up like it just did then in the background. I'm not quite sure yet how to remove that music volume. I'm trying to learn, and I promise I'll learn quickly so that hopefully in future broadcasts we don't have to hear that increase in volume. Okay, so the next Mustang we're going to jump into, I'll just do it based on where they appear on the screen. I haven't done a huge number of them, but there are some. Where are we? Now I really love this livery, and I've actually done it. It's a Boss 429, and I've actually done this in a couple of colours. And even though, as we talked about yesterday with Rob, who obviously owns a Mach 1 Mustang, this is a Boss 429 Mustang, so a bit newer. I've done this in a variety of colours because the livery that I created just looks good in multiple colours, but I'm just going to show you the white one for now. And it looks good with the bigger wheels, to Rob's point, and that's because of the design being slightly different. So let's get into preview mode. We'll go to outdoors, and yeah, I don't know. As I said to Rob yesterday, I'm not the world's biggest fan of white cars, but when I made this livery in the various different colours that I made it, to me this colour just really appealed to me. And yeah. And the bigger wheels too suited the car. It's funny how in the shade that side of the car looks silver, but it is definitely white, as you can see when I go up higher. I'm not saying much because there's not a lot to tell you. I think, you know, you can just look at the car and take it in. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, that's fair enough. Taste is usually an individual thing, so that's okay. Hopefully that's given you a good picture of it. So let's jump out of that Mustang and we'll go find another one. I don't know why that music increases, but it is a little bit annoying. Might be quicker finding them. So there's two more to go after this. So it's fairly early on with Gran Turismo. So I haven't done a huge number of liveries. I'm up to 206, 207 roughly in total. So, you know, and I generally do a spread of cars. I don't focus in on one brand. So gotta make sure I find the right one here. I hope it's this one. I don't know what's happened with PS5, but it doesn't like showing me the cars when I go into the garage for some of them. Thankfully I picked it right. We'll go to outdoor mode. So I did I guess a different iteration on this livery, but again I think the wheels suit it. There's a story behind why I've called it easy livery, which I won't go into now because I'm mindful of keeping this broadcast short. But yeah, I just wanted to go with a more, I don't know what you'd call it, a simple and traditional livery. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of that one. second last one. In Gran Turismo Sport I had a lot more Mustangs than this. I can't remember the exact number, but I think somewhere around 30 liveries and 30 different Mustangs, because all of my cars have their own livery. Unlike a lot of people in the game who will make multiple liveries for the one single car they have in their garage, which is limiting, because if you're in a game, as I was explaining to Rob yesterday, if you're in a room or a lobby and you want to choose a different car, I hope it's the right one, you actually can't. You have to leave that lobby, go into your garage and swap the liveries over. And to me, I always find that annoying, so I always just made one livery per car, which meant I had to buy a lot more cars, which meant I had to earn a lot more credits in the game, but to me I'd rather do that. So this is a bit of a different looking livery. Number plate is Mustang as opposed to Mustang. Try to be creative, doing things different. The Ford Oval on the roof, instead of it being the all blue, I've gone with a dual colour, just for something different, just to make it a little bit unique. That's always what I'm trying to do, but at the same time I'm always trying to make the car look better, to not detract from the design, to highlight the design, to highlight those hip lines you can see on the rear three-quarter there, I should say. The telltale sign of my YouTube channel on the underside of the rear wing. That's pretty much on every car I do. If they don't have a rear wing, it'll be on the back of the car somewhere, down low or up high. But there should always be an iflow at YouTube, iflowboy at YouTube on the back of my cars. It's one way of identifying whether it's my livery or not. Okay. Last one, and then we're done, so it will be a pretty quick broadcast. But again, I just wanted to do this for a colleague of mine who has a friend that owns a 1967, I think, Mustang, and she was telling me about it the other day because she went for a drive in it. So I said, oh well, I'll show you some of my liveries that I've done. This is an actual race car. This is a Group 4 race car, which is a category of race car, a proper FIA category of race car. And it's actually a livery that I created in Gran Turismo Sport, but I liked it so much that I brought it over into Gran Turismo 7. Oh, actually there are some more cars here, but I've obviously got it on the one car. So that's the one car that I have done multiple liveries on, because I haven't bought any more. I'm going to have to go and buy some more now that I've seen that. And I see that my decals are missing. That is rather odd. Let me get out of here and try that again, because that shouldn't be the case. This is part of the problem when you can't see the photos of the cars. So that's actually the right car, so why are the locos missing? What's this one look like? Same. That's a bit odd. I might have to do some editing on the fly here. Are they back yet? No, they are not. That's okay. We'll fix this now. Doesn't take long to do this. It's only the Ford decals that are missing, and I'm pretty sure. No, that's not what I want. So I'm going to have to go here. So sorry, folks, if you're getting blue screen right now, I apologise. But I had to go in and find the decal that I need. I thought I had it saved, but obviously I don't. So I can do a bit of scrolling now through all of the Ford decals in the decal library. which if you can see the screen, you can see them all coming up. And what I'm looking for is what I call an outline or a trace. So that, for example, is a trace of a logo. It's not solid, it hasn't been filled in. And I'm wanting the same type of thing, but in the actual Ford logo. So like that, but in that tracing effect, if you like. Like that, but the reverse of that. I'm positive there'll be one in here. Just got to scroll through and find it. Definitely was in Gran Turismo Sport. So hopefully the decal maker has made a new one. Halfway through the list and we haven't found one yet. Doesn't bode well, but I'm sure it will be here. These ones would be perfect, except they've got the square boxes on the edge, and I don't want that. I just need the oval and the lettering on its own. That one there, it'll also almost be perfect, except it's got Ford Performance, and I don't want to have to delete that because that could be okay. That one's close. So we're getting closer. In fact, I might grab that one. Add to favourites. So I've got it in my bag. And I'm going to do the same to that one, just so I've got two versions in case one doesn't work. Oops. Okay. Now I'm going to go and look for a different style of it because it's not the perfect thing, but it's very close. Now that I know that, I can zero in page 5. That's where they were, so if I just continue down to the rest of that page. Oh, maybe it was page 6. Okay, it was page 6. My bad. Oh, that's very close. That one there is very close. But not quite right. Everybody's got very close to it, but not the exact format that I want. No, I might have to live with that. Which, look, it doesn't look too bad, so I'm not that upset. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly fix these up. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either, so... I'm just doing now is making it fit right. And it belongs on the other side. Okay, and then all I need to do is duplicate that, drag it down here, get it centered, which is a little difficult. looks okay. And the roof, my little decal trick that I had on the roof, obviously disappeared. So now I've got to fix it. I'm gonna be lazy, forgive me. But in the essence of time, and this is a broadcast, I'm just gonna leave it with that, so that at least it's now complete. And I just noticed something else going on here. Okay, so I'm doing some running repairs, folks. I apologise, this shouldn't be happening, but that should have fixed it. Yep. Okay. Just some running repairs to this livery, which I hadn't observed before. Oops, sorry. That's weird. There's lines I can see on the bonnet that... Oh, okay, they're just character lines on the car. It's okay. Alright, I think we're done. Livery 90, okay. Sorry folks for that impromptu livery repair. In fact, there's one more to do. Glad I did that. I just had an afterthought as I went to save it that it might not yet be sorted or finished. Now we're good to go. So apologies for that. But for those of you who haven't watched any of my broadcasts before, you just got to see a really quick livery fix. So I'm going to go in and resave that as livery number 90. Which will take me about 15 seconds. If I don't do that. And I don't make any typo errors. In fact, I am going to do something because otherwise I won't have enough letters. That'll do. I won't share it because I'm trying to save time. And then what I'll do is I'll go back into the design and grab those other two liveries that were there. I didn't think I'd actually opened them yet, but they were on display. So I'm pretty sure I haven't opened them yet. I'll just double check it, because if I haven't opened them yet, I haven't applied them to a car, which makes sense because I don't believe I have any other Group 4 Mustangs yet. And as I said earlier, I don't generally put a livery on a car unless I've actually got the car in my garage. So I'm pretty sure, looking at the naming that I've got there, 2022 Supercar. Yeah, these were done prior to PS3, and the reason, Gran Turismo 7. The reason I know that is the dates that are there. 17th of February for both of them is prior to the Gran Turismo 7 game being launched. That launched on the 3rd or the 4th of March, I think it was. So I haven't moved those liveries across yet, so I won't take you through those because I'll have to apply them to the car. But they are there. I just need to go and buy 2 Mustang Group 4 cars and then I can add them. Alright, so that's my in fact, I just realised I didn't actually give you a look at the car. Got too caught up with fixing it. So let's just quickly go back in and have a look. Okay. So now you can have a better look at the car. So the paint is a blue chrome, which hopefully you can see when the light hits it. There you go. And obviously it's Red Bull, but it doesn't have those blue, yellow and red colours that I guess the Red Bull brand is now famous for. I wanted to do it in my own colour set, so that's what I did. As mentioned, iflowboy at YouTube and the underside of the rear wing, no surprises there. And that is my Group 4 Red Bull Blue Chrome Mustang. With that, I'm going to say goodbye and I'm going to end this broadcast. As I said, it was only going to be a short one just to show my Mustangs. And I hope you all have a wonderful day wherever you are. Please be kind to each other. Take care, and I'll see you on the next broadcast. This is iflowboy saying goodbye from WHARPED Drive. Cheers now.